Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to another episode of Fan Mail. It's been a long time since the last episode, and the last episode I actually probably had like 20 to 30 individual packages, and there's a reason that I didn't upload it. Basically, a lot of mail came in that was extremely personal, a little bit on the sad note, something that probably shouldn't be shared in a video format, and we recorded the whole thing, and I just went through and I read, and it was like, suicide, parental abuse, suicide, oh my god, and there's just no way that I can edit the video to make it even remotely appropriate. So today we're restarting the fan mail series, and I've kind of culled through the ones. Now, if you want to send me personal mail, that's fine, I'll reply to it personally, but anything really crazy like that is going to be off camera and sent directly to you and not to YouTube. But I got a message from the plumbers in Harleysville, Pennsylvania. It was addressed to Driftor, and then it says commentator. It's got my mailing address, which is down there in the description if you want to check it out. I got a very nice handwritten letter. I'm going to cover up their address right here. It's from Troop 137 in Harleysville, Pennsylvania, Boy Scout troops. And you can see its address to me and who they're talking about and all that sort of stuff. I actually talked to this person already briefly on Twitter, but I'm going to go ahead and read the letter. It says, Drifter, my name is Gregory Plummer, a volunteer scout leader for Troop 137 of Cradle of Liberty Council. This letter is to ask you for assistance in recognizing the achievements and service of Eagle Scout Mitchell G. Plummer, a resident of the community and member of Boy Scout Troop 137. Mitch always looks forward to your thought-provoking and fascinating commentaries. His first Call of Duty was Black Ops 1 on the Wii, and he has since moved to playing on Xbox. He's a junior in high school and is planning to major in computer science in college. It goes on, but for his Eagle Scout service project, he built a Gaga pit for his youth group at the church and for the greater community. Its churches are pretty open. It's essentially a type of, we would call it Israeli dodgeball. It's a big hexagonal ring, and you play in that, and the children of the church play it, and the children in the youth group play it. And I got down to the bottom the other day, and it says, it would be greatly appreciated if you could send Mitch a letter of congratulations along with any other items you wish to be presented to him during his Eagle Scout Court of Honor ceremony to be held September 20th at 4:30 p.m. And if you're looking at the date on this video, that's tomorrow. This is something that I got to immediately. I didn't have time to film it. I went upstairs. I got my 2 rare Titanfall patches that Respawn Entertainment gave me. I know they had a few extra, but I got them directly from Respawn. I wrote up the letter of congratulations, put it in an envelope, and sent it on the way. That's going to be on the screen somewhere so that you can see that I've done that. But this was a time-sensitive matter, and it had to be done right then. So, Mitchell, you've got your letter of congratulations and your Titanfall badges on the way. Let's move on to number 2 today. I'm going to scratch my nose a little bit, and I'm going to cover this one up. I got this one from Brian Quinn Holamati, who is from Oregon City, Oregon. I was just there recently. He could have said this in person, but, you know, people can't keep up with all my crazy travels and such. I got a handwritten letter. It says, Hi Drifter, my name is Brian. I love your videos and you are the best person ever. Probably not true, but I'll take the compliment anyway. You are my idol. Again, I'll take the compliment, but there are much better people to idol after than me. And it says, P.S. I'm saving my money to buy a remote for you to sign from Brian. And you can tell by the handwriting, it's probably a younger kid. I'm going to guess under 13, maybe 12, 11, something kind of like that. But there is nothing wrong with that at all. I accept fans young and old. And I would have sent Brian a controller, but he didn't specify what kind. I don't know if it's Wii, Xbox One, 360, PS3, PS4. I actually just don't know. So I'm going to do you one better, Brian. I've got your return address here. And Scuff likes to send me lots of products. I've got more hats and shirts than I can wear. I've got the latest edition Scuff hat with their little seal on it, and it says Scuff Tactical on the bottom down here. I'm going to go ahead and actually get a little bit of the dog hair off the top of the hat because my dog gets hair on everything. And I'm going to sign it for you right here on the bill. There we go. And Brian, in a couple of days, because it's the weekend right now, I am going to get this hat and I'm going to ship it straight back to you. So you should probably get it a little bit after, I'd say about a week after you see this video. This hat will be all yours. Put that in a nice little pile, put the pen down. And the last one that we're going to be doing today is a little bit different. I got a little care package from a company called Playbuds. They're a gaming accessory company. I look at a lot of gaming accessories on my channel and review a lot of them. These are pretty simple, so they don't really warrant a full review. And they came in my fan mail box. You can see there's their sort of business address right there, their business envelope, whatever you want to call it. And the thing behind these, they look really weird. They kind of look like the end of canes, like you'd put on grandma's walker or something. Well, what they're designed for is for people that have really big hands. They're going to get you a better grip. This is my PlayStation 3 controller, just the one I use all the time. I'm still waiting on my scuff. I do got the Control Freak going on. But I have slightly bigger than average hands. Some people have huge hands, and you can see that when I grip the controller, I'll grip it. My pinky doesn't really grip too well, and this one just kind of grips around. So when I hold the controller, I'm usually holding it something like this, and the pinkies don't really grip. So the idea behind this is you can take the Playbuds, and if I can do this without turning my controller and PlayStation on, you can kind of squeeze them on and pop them on the end, something like this, get them on there. And it looks kind of ridiculous, but when I hold the controller, basically now I've got something nice and big and like hard to grip. You can see that I can just grip it. I can squeeze it really hard if I want to. I can support all the weight right there. They stick on pretty good. Not really an issue with that. So the idea is that with these, you can hold the controller more comfortably and play. They're like super cheap. I think I didn't buy these, sent them for free. I can't imagine they'd be very expensive. They're interesting, and my wife, who's a nurse, was telling me they remind her of the grippers that they put on people's items that have limited mobility, or they have, and I've turned the PlayStation on, or they have weak hands or something, kind of like the big spoons or the big forks. You put something on so you can kind of get a better grip for it. So if you're in some way handicapped and you need a stronger grip, or if you just have big hands and it's not comfortable to leave your pinkies hanging, then you could probably rock these guys. I'm not sponsored by them. I have no business with them in any way, but I did link it down there in the description because it came in the fan mail and it was relevant. Thought I'd show it off briefly. That's all for this episode of Fan Mail. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, I have a box down there in the description. It's a P.O. box. You can send me anything you want. I'll read all the letters, except if it gets really personal or weird, we're going to keep that off of the YouTube space. And I can't guarantee or promise you that you'll get gifts or controllers or anything like that back, but sending me stuff is cool. If you want me to sign stuff, you can send it, but please do include the return postage so that I can just smack the stamps on there and send it straight back to you, no problems. That's all for this episode. Drifter out.
Today, I'm reviewing fan mail. You see what people sent me in the mail. My name is Drifter and I get fan mail.
Alright, we're enough.
Yeah, actually that recorded, so you should use that for a blooper.